Hi, I am Dr. Sharada Ramdas, Professor in the Department of Food Service Management and Dietetics at Avinash Lingam University, Coimbatore. In the previous module, we dealt with underweight. Now, we shall concentrate on obesity, the current problem among the population belonging to all walks of life. After going through this module, it is possible to understand the contributing factors to obesity, explore how lifestyle factors associated with obesity, and suggest weight loss regimen for obese persons. Do you aware of the favorably associated factors with obesity? In spite of high unemployment and economic depression, there is a rise in living standards with nuclear families, availability of abundant foods, and increase in per capita income. Emergence of modern lifestyle pattern, expansion of urbanization, development of transport facilities, owning a vehicle for transport, falling price and availability of seasonal foods throughout the year, and comfortable living. All of you will agree that these factors are associated with obesity. Next slide also shows that recent trend of replacement of 3-meal pattern by snacking. Use of junk foods and takeaway or eating fat-rich foods away from home contribute to weight gain. In addition, low physical activity and home-based entertainment are associated with obesity. These may lead to two different kinds of body shape based on the deposit of fat, namely apple and pear-shaped figure. In apple-shaped figure, excess body fat is distributed around the waist, that is intra-abdominal fat above the waist, which carries more risk of heart disease, while pear-shaped figure fat is distributed on the hips and thighs, that is fat under the skin below the waist, wherein there is a less risk of metabolic diseases. How do we measure this? By using body mass index, shortly termed as BMI. We already know that body mass index is an indicator of the amount of excess body fat that individuals holds and is widely used to assess overweight and obesity in individuals on the basis of BMI classification. Obesity is a chronic health problem which now affects many Indians. Now, the rate of epidemics of obesity is so high. Overweight and obesity are dangerous conditions as they can contribute to a number of different health problems like heart disease and diabetes. It is therefore extremely important that obesity is treated aggressively. Lifestyle changes remain the mainstay of treatment and are important for the long-term maintenance of weight loss. Look at this slide. It shows that the increased rates of overweight and obesity in India is part of a worldwide trend. Today, over 50% of women, up to 75% of males, and approximately 25% of children and adolescents are classified as overweight or obese. The reason for this increase are complex, but environment and changing lifestyles certainly play significant role. High energy foods have become readily available and it is no longer essential to engage in physical activity. As a result, obesity and its health problems have become too common in Indian individuals. Unfortunately, obesity is a chronic condition and there is no quick fix solution or treatment that is effective for all overweight or obese individuals. Furthermore, after following weight loss programs, relapses of weight gain are extremely common. This emphasizes the importance of a lifetime commitment to healthy eating and exercise practices. A range of different treatment options is available for obesity. Watch this slide. It shows that lifestyle modification with the reduction of energy intake and an increase in physical activity is essential in all treatment strategies. There are currently no long-term treatment programs to counteract the lifestyle problems of obesity. Positive changes in eating and exercise behavior are essential for sustained reduction in weight. However, if the individual is extremely overweight, it may be recommended to follow weight loss medications or undergo bariatric surgery. Look at the study by Lahti Kaushik et al. 2002. It indicated that obesity is not the only outcome of an unhealthy lifestyle, nor is an unhealthy lifestyle the only cause of obesity. It is generally accepted that obesity as a non-communicable from excessive unhealthy food and alcohol intake and low physical activity levels. Obesity can affect individuals in a number of ways, both directly and indirectly. Direct effects include physical and mental stress, while indirect effects include increasing National Health Service expenditure on treating obesity and its related diseases. Furthermore, obesity impact on individuals' life expectancies, with the life expectancy of obese individuals estimated to be as much as 9 years shorter than that of an individual of a healthy weight. Let us move on to factors contributing to obesity and overweight. The major contributing factors for obesity and overweight are lifestyle factors, medical conditions and genetic factors. First, we shall go through lifestyle factors. The first one, lifestyle habits. People may drive instead of walk. Neighbors may be unsuitable for significant outdoor activity. Availability of vending machines to offer only high calorie snacks rather than healthy alternatives at work spot. Lack of time to cook low calorie meals at home. This often affects calorie consumption and exercise. Obesity is also associated with eating disorders like binge eating or bulimia. Overeating and sedentary lifestyle or inactivity influenced by the environmental factors is the most risk factors for obesity. Fast food is known for its large portions, low price, high palatability and high sugar content, and there is evidence from studies in teens and adults that frequent fast food consumption contributes to overeating and weight gain. Skipping of breakfast. The risk of weight gain and obesity is higher since it increases the meal frequency and inclusion of snacks like sugary beverages, candies and high fat diets. The too little sleep can affect the function of fat cells and increase the risk for weight gain and related conditions like type 2 diabetes. Another factor, portion size. Studies proved that though larger the portion size, there is no reduction in the subsequent food consumption. So, chances for more weight gain. Next, social factors. Poverty, for example, may cause some people to buy high calorie processed foods because they typically cost less than healthier foods. If there are no recreation areas, or if the area is considered unsafe or not conducive to activities like walking or jogging, or if gym membership are too expensive, opportunities for exercise may be limited, which may be linked to obesity. Next, quit smoking. Many people gain weight when they quit smoking. Food often tastes better and nicotine no longer speeds up the calorie burning process. Next, alcohol. The intake of alcohol adds calories to the diet, increases appetite and may interfere with the person's ability to make good choices about healthy meals and portion size. The second factor, medical factors. This also contribute to obesity and overweight. They are age. As people age, the amount of calories needed also changes, often due to reduced activity levels and slowed metabolism. Next, Cushing syndrome. This hormonal condition can cause increased fat around the neck and upper body with thinning arms and legs. Next, hypothyroidism. When too little thyroid hormone is produced, the result is a slower metabolism and less energy for exercise. Medications such as steroids, certain antidepressants and medications to control seizures, psychiatric problems can slow down the body's metabolism, increase appetite and cause the body to retain more water. Next problem, polycystic ovary syndrome in women. This condition also result in irregular or missed periods, small ovarian cyst and high level of the male hormone androgen. Psychological and emotional issues. Stress and boredom may lead people to eat more and exercise less. Though the individual does not have hunger, the emotional feelings of depression, hopelessness, anger or listlessness may tend to make people to overeat. It just means that their feelings influence their eating habits, causing them to overeat, resulting in obesity. The third factor for obesity and overweight can be genetics. Genes have some control over the quantity and location of stored body fat. Therefore, obese parents are more likely to have obese or overweight children. However, it is important to note related lifestyle habits. If parents prepare high calorie meals and not encouraging exercise, then obesity is likely to develop within the family. These excess calories are stored in the body as fat, and unless weight control strategies are put into place, more and more weight is gained. Therefore, people tend to gain weight when they eat high calorie foods and do not follow enough exercise. So, it is very imperative to control weight. Let us see the need for weight loss and benefits. Obesity is associated with a range of health consequences, including metabolic diseases like diabetes, heart disease and some cancer and arthritis. Lifestyle modifications aim to reduce the burden of obesity and reduce the associated conditions. In general, greater the degree of weight loss achieved, greater the health benefits. However, when a small amount of weight loss, that is 5 to 10% of body weight, can lead to significant benefits. The overall success of a weight loss program really depends on whether the weight loss is sustained in the long run. Lifestyle changes for the whole family are extremely important to achieve healthy weight in children. How are we going to bring down weight through lifestyle treatments? Lifestyle treatment for weight loss focus on reducing energy intake, increasing physical activity through diet, exercise and behavioral measures. It is essential to try to alter the bad eating and activity habits. In general, a combination of treatment is the most effective way to achieve weight loss. A program is now available online that helps to determine the unhealthy lifestyle behaviors. This is called the Diet, Activity and Behavioral Questionnaire, that is DABQ. It consists of a series of simple questions regarding eating and activity behaviors and helps to grade how easy it would be for an individual to make appropriate changes. At the end of the questionnaire, graded score will be given for the most important factors contributing to excess weight, which can hopefully address in the future. Lifestyle treatment for obesity and weight loss can be challenging and time consuming. To re-emphasize, much of the success for the treatment will rely on individuals' own dedication and effort. Let us see dietary approaches for weight loss. Dietary control has probably been the main treatment used for weight loss in the past. Diets are based on the principles of metabolism and work by reducing the intake of calories to create a negative energy balance, that is, more energy is used than is consumed. The crash or fad diets published in magazines should generally be avoided, as they can be dangerous to the health and tend not to produce good long-term results. Next, we will see some of the different mechanisms used in diets for weight loss. Reduced energy diets. How will you achieve this? Encourage to choose healthy meal options aiming to reduce energy intake by a small amount every day. Reducing fat, carbohydrate, especially those with a high glycemic index. Protein or alcohol intake. Reducing alcohol intake is a very good way to lose weight, as each gram of alcohol contains a large amount of energy on top of normal daily intake. Next, smaller portion size. You can try using a smaller plate size at each meal. Food restriction at various times of the day. Have a big breakfast and reduce the intake of energy rich foods later in the day. This can help in metabolism and ensure that most of the energy consumed is burned throughout the day. Combining different foods to reduce total energy intake. Some diets have set food regimes for weight loss. Most diets produce some weight loss and are successful in the short term. However, less than 10% of patients will maintain the weight loss in the long term. Once again, it must be emphasized that permanent changes to eating habits are required. Ensure that all the essential proteins, vitamins and trace elements containing foods are included. The best way to achieve this by eating a well balanced diet with a wide variety of nutritious foods. Eat lots of healthy foods such as whole grains, fruits and vegetables. Whole grains such as whole wheat, brown rice, barley and the like, especially in the less processed forms, are digested more slowly than refined grains. So, they have a gentler effect on blood sugar and insulin, which may help keep hunger at bay. People who increase their intake of whole grains, whole fruits, not fruit juice and vegetables over the course of the 20-year study gained less weight. Next, fruits and vegetables. The same is true for most fiber rich vegetables and fruit. These slow carb foods have bountiful benefits for disease prevention, and there is evidence that they can help prevent weight gain. When people increase their intake of these foods, they cut back on calories from other foods. Fiber may be responsible for these foods' weight control benefit, since fiber slows digestion, helping to curb hunger. Fruits and vegetables are also high in water, which may help people feel fuller on few calories. Next, nuts. Studies find that eating nuts help with weight control, perhaps because nuts are rich in protein and fiber, both of which may help people feel fuller and less hungry. People who regularly eat nuts are less likely to have heart attacks or die from heart disease than those who rarely eat them, which is another reason for including nuts in a healthy diet. Be careful when shopping for low fat foods or brands labeled as diet in the supermarket. Many low fat foods can be high in sugar and still contribute a lot to daily energy or calorie intake. Learn to read food labels carefully and aim to consume foods that are low in saturated fat, sugar, and if appropriate, glycemic index. Select and prepare healthy foods that may be more successful in the long term than restrictive diets with strict daily eating regimes or pre-prepared meals. Let us analyze how meal replacement programs reduce weight. Recently, weight loss programs have been developed that replace normal meals with prepared meal plans or meal supplements such as vitamin-rich shakes, soups or bars. These supplements act as complete meal as they contain all the required vitamins and minerals. Meal replacement programs operate on the principles of a low-calorie diet and induce a mild state of ketosis. The diet limits the intake of carbohydrates so that the body starts to break down fat stores for energy. The meal replacement programs are specially formulated so that they contain adequate energy and do not cause malnutrition. In addition to reducing energy intake, increased physical activity is essential for the maintenance of weight loss and should form part of any weight loss program. However, to achieve significant weight loss from exercise alone, a very high level of activity is required, which can be challenging. Gradually build up exercise for personal fitness. Start with simple measures such as walking to nearby places rather than driving or climbing the stairs rather than using an elevator or escalator. 30 minutes of walking 3 to 5 times per week is a good starting point. Other than walking, try activities such as swimming, walking in water or cycling. However, strenuous exercise can be risky in some patients such as those with cardiovascular problems. Participating in team sports or exercising with a friend or family members can help to remain motivated. Consult doctor to discuss what level of physical activity will be safe. Once the fitness levels improve, try to choose activities that is enjoyable and more likely to continue them in the long term. Exercise has benefits beyond modest reductions in weight. Increasing your physical activity can improve the cardiorespiratory fitness, metabolic health, quality of life and general well-being. Finally, behavioral therapy for weight loss. Behavioral techniques may be useful in conjunction with diet and exercise program to improve long-term weight loss. Behavioral treatment is usually performed by a psychologist who analyzes your eating, physical activity and thinking habits. Cognitive behavioral therapy, that is CBT, is a classic example which encourages you to change these behaviors and take responsibility for your lifestyle changes. Other strategies may include stress management, relapse prevention, counseling and techniques such as hypnosis and psychotherapy. However, some of these behavioral techniques can be very time consuming and expensive. The last slide in this module shows some basic steps in behavioral techniques. Self-monitoring, identifying and recording any adverse patterns of behavior. Second one, stimulus control. This involves removing factors that encourage you to eat badly. For example, you should shop carefully and remove trouble foods such as chocolates and chips from the house so you cannot be tempted. Problem solving. Identify and address problems associated with eating and physical activity. You should consider which factors have led to your excess weight and take action appropriately. Next, reward system. You could reward yourself for positive behaviors such as exercise by treating yourself to new clothes. Social support. Strong social support from your friends and family can improve your weight loss. It may be beneficial for you to enroll in a commercial program which offers a social support network. To conclude, I wish to emphasize that maintain an overall balanced diet and healthy lifestyle. Avoid stress, depression, boredom and frustration, as these can be triggers to unhealthy eating behaviors. Keeping occupied with enjoyable activities such as sports or socializing with friends and family can help to achieve a healthy lifestyle. If excessive eating due to stress, enroll in relaxation program. Follow prudent dietary patterns with the inclusion of whole grains, vegetables and fruits to protect against weight gain. Thus, diet and behavioral therapy along with effective lifestyle approaches protect against obesity but keep you at normal weight. Hope you too can think of healthy pattern of lifestyle in future, otherwise you may also end up with health problems. So, shall we join for next session to discuss on complications of obesity? Till then, bye.